I think that benchmarking as a tool, I think is I'm seeing really or being used effectively in outreach or ad campaigns or whatever it may be. When you guys are interested in things like website performance, for example, given you're a web dev agency, and actually being able to speak to a potential customer and being like, you're actually in the X percentile of website performance or SEO performance based on our data. And here's the three things that we could do to change that. It's like so intriguing to that client, right? Because they just get contacts and they've probably been yearning for contacts they've been yearning for that they've just never had before, I guess.
100%. And being able to show that at an industry level is also what like really hits home for folks, because no one wants to be losing in their category. And at the end of the day, everyone's playing the long game, or you're thinking everyone's playing the long game. Everyone's trying to play to keep playing. And so when you're able to, grab a website, throw it into something like PageSpeed Insights, take a look at it. Sure, you're missing some context, but generally you can look at that and say, hey, you're doing well, you're not. These are things you guys can be doing better. Now, you do that at scale across an entire company's industry, and now you're having a much more direct conversation with them into where they sit amongst some of even like their top three in their space, right? These are the folks that are actually really, really killing it in your space. And these are actually the folks that are at the very bottom. Here's where you're kind of falling within that.
Mm-hmm.
And it starts to really uncover those conversations with folks where things really, really resonate. You're not just having like hey, your website sucks, but you're actually able to say like, hey, your website in compared to the top three folks that are in your space right now is actually way, way at the bottom. Curious if that thing is like top of mind for you guys. And being able to have that type of conversation with somebody, you can learn really quickly a ton of context into the business that you might not get until 4 or 5, conversations in, you're now able to get within an initial conversation just because you've already taken a few steps ahead yourself.
Yeah, it's awesome. It feels like a silver bullet to that quite consultative approach, right? Like you're already identifying and helping them understand the context of where they sit and what they can do about it. And maybe they have intrigue as to where they sit across other factors as well. It makes complete sense.